G'day beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Revenant. We're going to look at his abilities, his stats, his scaling, and one of my builds for him. So with that said, let's get started. Okay, so Revenant is a Marauder Assassin Burst Attacker Ganker. He's a ranged Fury Corruption hero with a basic attack power of 9, ability attack power of 7, durability of 3, and mobility of 1. Taking a look at his actual stats, he has a base health of 475 with 64 bonus health per level, ending up at 1371. He has health regen of 1.25 at base, 4.05 at max level. Mana starts at 225 and ends up at 897. His mana regen starts at 0.8 and ends up at 2.48. His basic armor ends up at 46. And his ability armor, like just about everyone else, ends up at 30.5. Looking at his basic attack, which is called Revolver Round. A ranged basic attack dealing basic attack damage. Revenant has 4 rounds. After the 4th bullet is fired, Revenant automatically reloads. Bonus attack speed decreases reload speed, but it does not affect fire rate. So he has a base attack speed of 0.5. Okay, that cannot be affected. You can, however, affect his reload speed with attack speed. The shot starts at 50, gets 1 bonus damage per level, and it has a 0.8 power scaling, which is not too bad. It's around about Grimm's sort of status. So he still does do a lot of damage off his basic attack. Okay. Next up we have Hellfire Rounds. It's passive. Revenant's last round in the chamber deals bonus ability damage. The active is that Revenant reloads 4 bullets into his hand cannon. So the bonus damage starts at 25. At max level it's 100. It can be affected by extra power, and the power scaling is 0.5, meaning that you get an extra 50 damage for every 100 power on your build, and it's got a cooldown of 1 second. So you at least have to fire off sort of a shot or two before you can reload again. So just remember, this is a passive. You can actively reload your gun at any time, but the passive is that you always get bonus damage on your 4th shot. Doesn't matter when you reload, if you reload on your own, or if you allow yourself to run out of shots and automatically reload, does not matter, you always have that bonus damage. Now reloading counts as an ability use, but it doesn't break stealth. The 4th shot counts as an ability hit, so it will apply Ash of the Witch, and it'll remove effects like Divine Shield, and crits do not affect the amount of bonus damage from the 4th shot. Next up we have Scar. Scar targets an enemy for 5 seconds. The next instances of damage from Revenant trigger bonus ability damage. Okay, so the bonus ability damage is over an amount of shots. Okay, so let's just go with level 4, which means that you have bonus damage applied to 6 bullets, and that is 150 extra damage. If you look at level 1, it's 3 bullets, 75 damage, so it's the same the whole way across. It's just 25 extra damage. The power scaling is 0.15, so you're not really adding too much. 15 damage for every 100 power on your build. It lasts 5 seconds like it says, so you're limited by the 5 seconds in the amount of shots. Has a 6-second cooldown, and the mana is really low at 40 to 55, okay? Now the extra damage will stack with Hellfire Rounds as well. So the moment that you activate this, you have 5 seconds and 6 bullets at max level to apply the extra damage. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Next up we have Obliterate. Revenant unleashes 10 ethereal missiles that home to random targets within a wide cone, dealing damage. So the ability damage starts off 120, ends up at 360. Has a power scaling of 1.4, meaning you'll get 140 damage for every 100 power you put on. Okay, so it's great ability. Mana cost is quite low at 70 to 85 at max level. It has a cooldown of 12 seconds, and the range of the ability itself starts at 1200 units and ends up at 15. Now all of these missiles are separate ability hits, so Yin and Grimm can only block 1, unless Yin is ulting obviously. The targeting is random in a cone shape in front of you. So if you are attacking an enemy player that and you have minions between the two of you, if he turns and runs and you fire Obliterate, it will split those projectiles out between him and the minions. So before you use this, run past those minions and then hit Obliterate. You will then be applying all 10 shots to the enemy hero. Okay, so next up we have Reckoning. Reckoning pulls himself and his target into the Netherrealm, dealing damage. Killing his opponent inside the Netherrealm grants bonus CXP. So the ability damage on hit is 20, 40, and 60, depending on the level. Has 0 power scaling, that's the only damage you will do. The duration at level 1 is 6 seconds, at level 3 is 8 seconds, so you need to get work done fast. The bonus card power that you get for killing the person within the Netherrealm starts at 600, ends up at 1000. So 1000 is 1 card power. Okay, so it's really important. The mana cost is flat at 75, and the cooldown starts at 110, ends up at 90. So it's quite ridiculous, really, if you think about it. Now you have to keep in mind that Revenant and his target can only see and target each other. Okay, while they're in the Netherrealm, they cannot see anyone else. Revenant can also be seen by his teammates. Okay, so they can't see anyone, but Revenant can be seen by his teammates, while his target can be seen by everyone, his teammates and your teammates. Both of you take reduced damage from other sources, but you can be affected by them. If his target uses stasis before going into the Netherrealm, haven't really tested this, but I don't think he actually goes there. So if anyone knows if this is true, please leave that down in the comment section down below. I will be trying to test this today. Revenant will also get the extra card power regardless of who kills his target. So as long as you take them there and they die, you will always get the bonus card power. Okay, now this also I have not tested once again, but from what I have been told, if you are getting altered by Morigesh or Chimera or Countess and you ult at the same time that they're ulting, you won't actually be hit by this ability. Like I've said, this is just something that my mates have told me is a thing. I have not tested it myself, so if you know if it's true or not true, let us know in the comment section down below. Okay, but that's all of his abilities, guys. So the only other things I have to say is that you really want to make use of Reckoning to get as much CP as humanly possible. If someone is really low and you know you can kill them, or you know someone's going to kill them, just ult them, get that extra card power. Use the time while you're reloading to get a scar off or to get an obliterate off, because you're probably not going to want to build attack speed to reduce your reload speed. So whatever abilities you have to use them in your reload time. Okay, apart from that, just try to get ahead as quickly as you can. Use Reckoning, as I said, to get yourself even further ahead and get out there and have fun. So we'll pop over now to my build, or one of my builds that I've kind of finalized at the moment. It is a crit build. It does work. Revenant can be built either way. They both have their pluses and minuses towards each kind of build, like a penetration build or a crit build. Both work really, really well. They just have their ups and downs. Okay, so I'll head over there and have a look at the build. Alright guys, here we are over on the Paragon deck builder, and we have Butch and Sundance. So Sundance I will do in an alternate build guide. It is a damage pen build. Right here though, we have our crit build for some good burst damage using crits. Okay, so starting off, Archmages want to get as much power as we can on him. If it was another type of ranger, I'd probably recommend taking the Warlord, but really don't want to reduce his reload speed because I don't feel like you get enough of an effect from the amount of CPU you spend. We're just taking a health potion today, but depending on who you're playing with, what the situations are going to be, you may want to change up your starting card. You may want to adjust this build accordingly. Okay, but I take 3 Madstone Gems, all with minor strikes or casts. We have a Spear of the Rift Hunter as a 12-point card, all major crit chance. Then we have another Spear of the Rift Hunter with 2 wounds and a strike or cast. We have a Sage's Ward, which once again, if you're in a situation where you're playing with a mate on comms who is your support, you might want to change this up and adjust it so it's a different card, giving you a better fully upgraded bonus. But we chuck 3 major strikes casts in there. We have a Micro Nuke with 3 major casts or strikes. We have another Micro Nuke with 3 minor strikes or casts. We have a blink shot with a minor strike or a minor cast, and we have a Hunger Maul with 3 lesser drains. Now this has been adjusted since the last video I did. The last video I did, my other 6-point card was actually another lifesteal card, so that I got 20. I have been toying around with making this a 13-point card to get 20 lifesteal, but I don't know, I feel like I'm already missing out a lot on Blink Shot. Blink Shot is really good, because if you do take someone in the Netherrealm and they do get away from you, you can at least Blink Shot forward and try to get that kill. So as per usual, this will be linked in the video description down below. Okay, so looking at the build in the test build section, one thing that I forgot to mention is this is actually a potential replacement for Blink Shot. If you don't feel like you need Blink Shot, you have another micro nuke here that you can put on instead. Okay, it is going to up your crit chance a bit, but it's just going to be even better, I guess. So let's go with the using Blink Shot. Okay, if we are using Blink Shot, we do quite good amount of damage. We have 174 power, we have 80% crit chance, we have an extra 50 health and 10 lifesteal. Okay, so if we come over and we have a look at the stat section, we do 1060 DPS, doing 203.2 basic attacks, of course timesing that by 250% for our crits, which with 80% crit chance is going to be pretty much every bullet. Hellfire rounds will deal an extra 187 bonus damage on that 4th bullet. Obliterate will do 603 damage, which is still very nice. It's only 100 to 200 off a penetration build, so it's still really good. Our Scar will apply 176 extra damage over 6 bullets, and obviously Reckoning is not going to be any different. Okay, so this is the build, guys, using Blink Shot. If we quickly go over and have a look now, I'm not certain that this is actually going to work properly when I change these 2 cards, because it can be a bit finicky, but it puts us to 84% crit chance, 198 power. Obviously everything else is still exactly the same. This then brings us to 1199 DPS, and it will adjust things slightly, like Hellfire rounds will now deal 199 extra damage, Obliterate will now deal 637.2, Scar will deal 179.7 over 6 bullets, and Reckoning will not change. So that is my build, guys. It will be linked in the description down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I was able to teach you something that you did not know about Revenant. He's a very good hero. One of the very few heroes that or ranges that can be built in 2 completely different ways and be effective. Sparrow is probably the only other one, because you can go for a full attack speed build or a crit chance build, and it sort of works the same with him. You can go for a crit chance build, or you can go for an ability penetration build. So yeah, as I said, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please smash that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the video, the build, and if you know any more instances where ulting can get you out of certain situations, or other ways to get out of his ult, please leave them in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you're not already. But with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love your face, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.